Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathologic 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we traverse the lands of the western areas of town, and we're gonna talk to the Kains, because there's some things going on in there. And not in the Crucible, mind you, not in their house, but maybe in their house, who knows. But there's some things going on in where we are. Hey uncle, let's play fire starters. Take a pebble. If you get a red one, you're sick. Black, and you're a firefighter. We use stick for bottles. Get hit, and you're dead. If you're sick and touch a fire starter, they get infected too. I think she means an arsonist. What fire starters? Everyone wants to play as a fire starter. It's boring to be sick. Folks say the fire starters are sick too. Yeah, we've seen them. I mean, they're not sick though, as far as I can tell anyway. Plague doesn't kill them. It whispers to them, tells them to burn folks so they suffer less. It's kind. The plague doesn't know kindness. Also, it's a good thing I'm not playing, because I didn't want to. Last time I played, oh well, maybe I did actually, to be fair. I do want schmouters. Last time I played with the kids, there were schmouters for me. Yay! Ooh, officer. Do you want one of my crappy lockpicks? Oh, you don't like my lockpicks. You're a terrible person, I do declare. Ah. Okay, so we're going over there, and I keep looking down. I'm sorry. It's a really pretty side of town right now, to be honest, where we are. This is a fire starter. No, this is an officer.
Have you heard, Doctor? People have completely lost faith in you. We've taken up the good fight ourselves with fire.
What? What fire?
You doctors stand around watching microbes. It's we who suffer. You stash away medicine while we're all on our own. Personally, I'm not too scared. Sorry, I am too scared. But there'll be others. They'll burn the sick. They're beyond salvation anyway. We remember the first outbreak, but we'll at least protect ourselves.
Yeah, we study microbes to save you assholes.
Yeah, that's right. I don't trust you. I don't.
Okay, I'll get some soap then. And look at the cathedral. We can barely see it because because it's in the shade. Okay, I'll get a safety pin, much better than the stupid soap. Nobody needs soap. Not in when there's, I mean, maybe actually getting rid of microbes to protect against the plague wouldn't be a bad idea, except it doesn't work, because I know. Well, in the first game it didn't. That's their mother, I think. There you are.
The rabble believes Simon was reborn as that strange girl. What madmen. Only yesterday they despised her.
Is it urgent? He asks. Yes. Your chemist provides services to people who don't want to bury their dead. My chemist? We don't have a chemist. Well, he embalms dead bodies. He says he endorses his actions. Turns houses into tombs. Which one should I go for? No, let's go for the first one, yeah. If I learned about this earlier, I would have torn his head off already. Now give me 35 seconds of silence, please. I need to think. The cemetery is overcrowded. I see. The caretaker girl forbids mass graves and stirs unrest. Yeah, I have received these reports. People hide their dead to avoid having them burned. Corpses multiply in living rooms. Does the infection linger in dead bodies? I don't know. I'm a surgeon. This activity needs to be immediately curtailed. Do you know which house they were planning to visit? Actually, no. Do I know that? Because Sticky was saying something about that. And I told him to go there. What do you mean? Lots of them. I have a favor to ask of you, Burek. Find at least one house where the living harbor the dead. Find it and mark the door with, say, a white cross, as they did with the plague in the old days. It will become my proof. They'll have leverage to deal with this matter. I really hope I'm not going to need Shulk to do that, because that wouldn't be a good mark because they could erase it. The best way to do it is with cuts. They could still erase it with the cuts by cutting more over it, but at least that's not as easy. Leverage. Do you really need it? No one would question a Kain's actions. Exactly. We're the Kains. People only let us break the laws of nature because we obey the laws of justice. Do you understand? I do. How will you go about the search? Well, you can tell a house where the dead bodies are hidden by the sound. How? Well, each house has a sound of its own. One that has dead people inside can't sound like a normal one. That doesn't sound... Oh, dang it! At least he gave me one of these, which was my biggest fear, to be fair. My biggest fear was not having a chalk, because I hadn't seen one. But my point still stands. People hide infected corpses at home. They should hide it in other people's homes. I don't really know why they do that, but sure. I mean, I know why they do that. They just explained, but still, they should hide it in other people's homes. Again, the point still stands. Okay, so, to talk now with Gorgi? How do I get in there? Or is it Victor? I never know. I think I just talked to Victor Kain, and this would be Gorgi. Hey.
Clara is more cunning than I thought. She stole my brother's glory, stole a fortune that wasn't hers.
So, you've come.
Yes, I have.
What is a town?
A bunch of houses in a patch of land. The people that live in the houses. A town can exist without houses. You don't need houses. You can just live in tents. That's still a town. Or do you... What do you mean?
What is a town?
An organism. I know that.
A town is a process. It's movement. More often than not, it's slow and aimless. Town creeping across the land like an oil stain. We wanted to make a town that would grow upwards, quickly, purposefully.
I know you made a tower. And what would it be its purpose?
In this town, people can make the impossible, if they're capable, of course.
Which means they're not?
But because it's impossible. For it is a machine. A border-breaking machine.
Oh, that's what they meant by the borders. Well, also the borders of death, for sure. The guy that was spreading the disease. What work does this machine do, I wonder?
It pushes people to do the impossible, to save themselves from drowning by pulling themselves up by their own hair, to force butterflies from their sad shells, to step over, break, and overcome boundaries of thinking and sensing, first and foremost, the limits of their conception of the world.
You're insane.
See the polyhedron?
The tower on the other side of the river?
No, my friend, that's the issue. It's not yet on the other side, and that is quite symbolic.
You mean emblematic? Do you mean emblematic? Because it sounds like you mean emblematic.
Just like a person, the town is a process. It grew from ancient times, imprinted upon the Neolithic abattoir, from the ancient steppe upwards towards the Gorkon. Now it finds itself pressed against the river, a border. The town has faced its limit, unable to move forward unless we do the impossible.
Well, maybe we're fine as we are now?
The time has come for us to cross to the other side. Even the polyhedron, defying the law of gravity, one of the most binding architectural laws, is still not there. It stands on an island between the two banks. It is a bridge. We've raised our foot over the abyss, but have yet to step forward. Frozen in the middle, we are. Still, this is a lot.
The polyhedron isn't... How does it remain there?
Without magic, believe me. Limits can be challenged without miracles. All you need is will and imagination. The rest is technicalities that you're unlikely to understand.
Or are you an engineer? Have you studied structural loads? Nope, not interested in engineering. This tower proves that any limit can be challenged. We currently believe death is inevitable, just as we once believed human flight to be impossible. But people achieved it and crossed unimaginable distances. This tower triumphs over the law of Earth. You know, you made a lot more sense in the first game than you do now. Your examples are wrong. Just as we once believed human flight to be impossible. Well, it still is, isn't it? A plane isn't human, isn't it? Ah, you dummy. Also, yeah, I know what you mean, but they definitely use the laws of the Earth to fly. The point is death being inevitable. And also in the first game, he just had this... It was completely not a philosophical, metaphysical at least. A metaphysical take on it. And it made total sense, and it was just sort of symbolic that the tower was so weirdly constructed, but he definitely used the laws of the Earth to stay up. And they explained it with a word that I'm pretty sure the writers in the first game anyway don't know what it means. They use the word spring, and they mean helix. A helicoidal spring for sure, but specifically a helicoidal spring, because spring doesn't actually mean necessarily helicoidal spring. I'll show you. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but that's the point. So this is what Father and Simon, my father, not yours, and Simon, who is your father? No, he's your brother, used to talk about. They used to discuss the town, its change and direction. They argued. I don't know what your father believed in. Simon won't tell us anything. Present tense. Well, actually future, but still. Not anymore. Oh, right, okay, yeah. But I have explained his ideas to you. I won't pretend I support them. And I guess that's that. Can't really do anything with that. What I mean by this is, you see that spring? This is a spring. However, there are many types of springs, and this is one of them. This is just one of them. And in fact, this could be not a spring. You don't know if this is a spring or not. You need to apply force, one way or the other, it doesn't matter, and see if it springs back into shape. And that's what defines a spring. A spring, a lot of the times, and in fact, the original springs were not helicoidal. They were just flat, basically pieces of metal called spring metal. Spring steel? Either way, the point is the tower is built with the laws of physics in mind. And sure, it's an amazing thing, but he puts it in a way that I don't think its architect would have put it. So we need to take a right turn right here, otherwise we're going to be lost. And we have been past this road. These buildings are a lot smaller than the buildings in this road in the first game. Got a little bit of water, hopefully. 3, 6, 9, and another. Drink a little bit of water, and we're good. And there's water for days. This is a lovely district. Also, I'm going the wrong direction. Let's go in through here. Also, I'm tired. Our immunity is gonna bite me in the butt. So it is a good idea to just linger around a little bit. There's kids over there. Let them be. Is this where I played with them before? When I got that schmouter. Ooh. This house has already been marked with a cross. Not by me. I'm going in. It's Maria.
The Saburovs' wait is over. They finally found an heir.
You poor house. In a way, you're kind like teeth. You know how they pull teeth out? Sometimes a dead tooth can be left in place. Other times, it needs immediate extraction. Do you think this one needs? How about letting the tenants back in and asking them? I'm not talking to you, Cocoon Man. Don't get mad at me, dear House. Do you have to go? But you have to go. It's not the people who need curing, but the town itself. Too much filler. That's the cause of the outbreak. Oh, House, if you are still alive, if you still hear me, I sincerely hope you'll understand. Cocoon Man? Well, you're no butterfly, are you? No wings, no color, no imagination. Well, I'll have you know cocoons can be very colorful. But you've got all the shades in... You got all of that in spades. Enough of your games. Get a load of this, dear House. This man must be a complete fool. He thinks I follow anyone's rules. But you can't hear me, can you? You're unwanted, unleaving. So I hereby sentence you to emptiness. I'm sorry. Truly your mother's daughter. I don't know your mother. I'm sorry too, but I will put an end to what you're doing. And by that I mean... Maria Kain also marks houses, healthy ones. Should I let him know? Of course I should. So they'll know if I loot. Okay, well I guess that's that, isn't it? So let's run up there. It's not very far away. Wait, who do I need to tell? Victor? Sure thing. He's the closest one, which is great. And he lives in that house. Right there. I made it here pretty fastly, pretty speedily too. Which is pretty good. It stops raining before we get in. Okay. Now let's have a chat with him.
Is this disease indeed as deadly as they say?
Is it urgent? Yeah, your daughter is out of control. She's marking houses with crosses on a whim. I'll put a stop to that. He's putting a stop to a lot of things. She doesn't believe you will. She's struggling with our family's tragedy. Maria took Simon's death very much to heart. She believes it put new responsibilities on her. How did she explain her actions? I'm not so sure. She was talking to the house. Oh, Maria sees meaningful dreams. We never ignore them, but she doesn't yet know how to interpret them. She takes valuable information and draws incorrect conclusions. Did she tell you that the town itself is causing the outbreak? She did, sort of, yes. She said it has a lot of filler. And you most assuredly do not agree. You take it for the wild fantasies of an imbalanced girl, yet I am positive there is a grain of truth to her thinking, and you will soon bear witness to that. But let's set this aside. That, maybe, I don't know. I'll put a stop to her. Well, don't be too harsh on her. And I wonder if that is a quest end. Victor will discipline his daughter. There will be no more marks on healthy houses. That doesn't mean I have completed that quest, though. It doesn't mean that. How will I tell? That's a problem, isn't it? Okay, let's go through there. We can't go through there. That's a bit of a problem. It's a good thing that I think my character was not joking when he said he can smell the houses. I don't think he was joking. Kids have some things. Some nice things here that I could sell. And just an immunity booster. Unless she buys things for very much. She does, actually, but let's not go that way. Can't hear anything. Nothing got marked on my map. It's a good thing that I'm back here, but still. Hi. Oh, she just trades. Huh. Well, I guess I'm not doing that right now, am I? The houses. I really don't know what to do. I mean, I could... Oh, got stuck in something. I'm respected here. Yeah. I could simply... So let's go there. And then we need to go That's the theater. Town is calling to me over there. Okay, let's wait until we enter the plague district. Also, I've been going around with things that maybe I shouldn't have been going around with. And I think I'm gonna be attacked immediately. Could be. Think I'm on the right track here. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. That was on purpose, wasn't it? It was. Okay. What do we have over here? If a grown-up learns of our game, I'll strangle you one by one. You won't escape. That doesn't sound very nice. Okay, let's get immunity boosters. No, not like that. And that should help us a little bit. So, what am I gonna drop? A broken ampule? Sure. You take that, you stupid kids. My immunity is now really bad. So I need to go to the theater. How do I do that? That's the exit and then go around through there. I'm not sure I'll have enough time. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Wow. Okay. Will it go away? Oh my god. People burning. Okay. Oh! Nope. Yeah, okay. Let's give it another try. Let's actually check the houses around here. Around the western edge of the map, because that way at least I know, and then I'll figure out a way to get in behind there. I do want to go there to that back, but it's a long journey. It's a long journey, so if I'm a little bit less concerned about time, then I'll be a little bit...
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
So, filter, or filler, and that one. Okay, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Okay, is that the first time he says that? Okay. So with that saved, now we're going to be able to just check all the houses. We can do that. So there should be a lot of... well, there's a few houses here. I just want to be close to them. Or should I go in? Let's not. And I can mark them with a Z, which is really interesting. With the Z key. I marked them with an X. Okay, nothing is out of the ordinary. This is just a way to... trade, primarily, and stuff like that. The first game, it was handled differently. Huh. This room is a little bit dirty. Curious. Everybody seems to be alright in here. But there are rooms. And I'll do that. There we go. Oh. Okay, they didn't like that much. Let's try this one. Not actually sure why it breaks, or why it broke. There's no dead people here. So I tried 2 rooms, well, tried 1 room that was locked. That doesn't mean... Oh! They still trust me. But I wonder if I need to go into each room. That's gonna be quite a... I can't do that. I don't have enough lockpicks. Although I could save scum. In fact, that is my... There it is. I think I found something here. Odd sounds are coming from this house. There we go. So we have something that we can use to... I also don't know if we got the sounds because we were inside or not, but there it is. We know it. We got this, and it's probably not randomized. So when I do this, I will be totally okay to just go straight there and figure that out and do that quest. So that way we don't need to come back to the western side of town, which is going to be quite a pickle, evidently. And then we can go into the middle side of town, which is going to be a huge pickle. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pathologic 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.